Okay, I'm going to have to briefly ignore Mike, whose birthday it is, by the way, everybody. Say happy birthday to Blucius. There you go. I'm going to have to briefly ignore him because he's messaging me at the minute. I suspect I know why, but no, let's play dumb. I don't know anything. And I don't care if everyone in the dogs reviewed this at the minute. We're doing it anyway, because I like it. Legacy Needlenose. Ah. Boy howdy. But we get into him. We also have his two little target master dudes. That one and that one. I have no idea what their names are. They do have names, I just don't care enough to find out. This one's got a gun. This one's got a shield. And possibly a sword built into that arm. And that's about it. They turn to guns with the old standard flip over, no articulation. And this one flips underneath. Ooh. So they turn into a double barrel gun and a normal gun. This is the same purple plastic painted, by the way. So if you look through there, you can see the purple underneath. They look alright. This one's got two ports in the top. And apparently, so when you do the combined thing, you can't do that because it's too close and the knees will get in the way. But for some reason, if you do it there, there's just enough clearance with the knee guards and stuff like that, so it'll fit. I'm not sure what that one's for. Can I do that? Yeah, so I don't know what that one's for. But these are how they're going to stay from now on because I really don't care about the whole robot mode thing. It's neat that they do them, it's neat that it's a G1 throwback, but I don't really care. It's one of those things. So here's Needlenose. And he looks pretty spot on, really, doesn't he? Pretty perfect to how he should. A little bit of silver there. Huh. And no landing gear. One thing I noticed, I don't want landing gear. You know, anytime a figure gets landing gear, you never use it. But when it hasn't got it, I kind of miss it. But there's not a lot in the way other than the Decepticon symbol. There's not a lot in the way of paint under here, so I'm not too worried about it getting scraped off. Which, thinking about this, not a lot of paint. There is paint on this figure, but it's used sparingly. And I kind of appreciate that. But here's in his jet mode. And classic entire robot hidden underneath, backpack, tiniest little bit of wing, not covered, yeah. Actual wing without stuff underneath. But we can ruin that even more, like plugging the target masters in. And now he literally has no wings at all. But it's nice enough, nice red cockpit, not a particular amount of detail, you know, it's not picked out or anything, but it's fine. I wasn't expecting it to be, were you? The details on the end. It would have been nice if the silver carried on. I could get a Sharpie or something. It's not the end of the world, but, you know, it's fine. This is painted on top of the blue. Doesn't completely match up with the rest, but it's close enough. The back end, he's got the one big jet thruster. He's got these weird squared lumps that, you know, aren't for anything else. And this giant black jet engine-y thing as well. I'm tempted to paint the inside of this black, like this, the inside of these alcoves. I'll show them when they get to robot mode where they actually end up, but I don't know if that would ruin it. We'll see. And I suppose if you wanted to, you could have these as jet, and it's your choice, really. But he certainly ain't bad. Size comparison, Legacy drag strip. So he's a deluxe, but he's definitely using up the full deluxe budget. Okay, he's used the budget. This is potentially a work of a labour of love. So we'll pop these off the transformation. You don't have to, but for argument's sake, we're going to. And go over there. Okay. Another thing to note, in the packaging, because I almost lost it, this is come loose with the Target Masters, sorry. And it's just a 5mm peg. Pegs in. It does actually sit into a groove so it doesn't turn, but it just pegs in. So if you find anywhere else where there's a 5mm peg, say port, say there, you can just plug it in, and for argument's sake, plug a Micromaster in there. I don't know why you would, but you can. I'm just pointing it out, that's all. Just point it out. And from now on, we shall return it from whence it came, and it shall remain forever so. Whence. Alright, okay. Transformation, yeah, okay. So we're going to lift up the nose cone. Okay. Nose cone is on a double hinge system here. You'll notice 2 little divots there. Underneath here, there are these 2 blue tabs. They just about sit in there. Don't tab in very well, but they just about sit in there. It's fine. Go over, if you line them up, and you just about sit them in there. But if you knock this ever so gently, they will pop out. But it's more guidelines, okay? Let's not worry too much about it. We'll lift the wings up a little bit. While I was doing this, you may have noticed, see in there, see what that is? From this silver pin to that silver pin. Stay with me, kids. Dreaded double hinge. No, alright, fine. So what we need to do is we untab this. This will move, but we're just holding onto this to grip the back section with the wings and stuff, okay? So we're going to untab these purple bits, and we're going to untab this whole top section. There are these little tabs here that would go into slots there. But we want these tabs now to go to slots here. So we double hinge it all the way over, and it should all line up and tab in. That was more complicated than you thought it was going to be, didn't it? Because you can theoretically just get the jet mode. Come on. You could theoretically get jet mode and leave it like that, but that looks silly. So there's a whole double hinge thing to bring it back. Alright, fine. Okay, you tab in. For some reason you actually tabbed in securely then to make me look like a liar, but fine, okay. Fold those up so they're out of the way, and bring it to the underneath. And this is the entire robot mode. The rest of that's the jet mode. That's the robot mode. It's fine. We're going to separate this on the pins there, which are the joints, and we're going to bring them out. These tabs go into grooves there. Rotate that all the way down, fold the purple bit underneath, turn it to the front, down a bit more, that's a leg. Okay. Untab, bring it down, fold up the foot, turn, it's a leg. Chest panel, fold it down, get this whole section, which is clearly the arm folded up, but we're going to rotate on this pin here, to there, to there, and that would be where the action stand would plug in underneath if you wanted it to, because it's, you know, kind of just about shown. But if you actually push that through, the head, yay! Now before you close this back up, you want to get these weird bits with the squares that had nothing to do with jet mode but were just there, and rotate those down into place to fill out the shoulders, and then we close this up, and voila! Untab that if it hasn't already, straighten it out, there's the arm. Untab, straighten out, rotate down, there's the arm. Has got ankled pivot with this extra little piece just to kind of hide it a little bit. That's nice. That's very nice. And yeah, it looks like Needlenose. I honestly don't know what I'm supposed to say. You like Needlenose, you want a new version of Needlenose, this is it. And then when I first got him out of the box and I was looking at him and all the rest of it, I was kind of disappointed because he's like Kingdom Warpath. He looks exactly how he is, but how he is isn't that super exciting because you know what Warpath looks like. You know how Warpath is, you know. So I got hold of him. I looked at him and went, yeah, he looks how he should. That's interesting. But the more I've messed around with him, the more I've kind of fallen in love with him. And surprisingly, I haven't seen one upgrade kit on eBay or anything yet, because those are hollow and need filling. Those are hollow and need filling. And these, because of the transformation, because they fold all the way around the leg, have to be hollow. But I imagine there's going to be some clever clogs, bit to fill that. So if anyone's designed one of those, they want me to test it, send it to me for free. And I'm kidding, but I will be keeping my eye open for one if one does arrive. But he's actually quite good. Obviously you'll never sit in a chair because he's got. And you can just untab it and just fold it up, but that potentially looks worse. And again, you can take that off if you want, but just don't worry about it. It's how he should look. It's fine. He's got no time for sitting down. Megatron's got orders for him. We can give him these guys. You can put them together, blah blah blah. But for argument's sake, let's just stick him in his hands. You can still store him on the wings. Again, you can leave him on the wings the whole way through, and they look just as ridiculous as they did on Skids. Not Skid, Scoop, who I forgot to find for this review, but it doesn't matter. And he's exactly what you think he's going to be. So the question is this what you want? And the answer is yes, really. If you like this character, if you like the design, and if you want to finish the double target masters, the Decepticon ones, because they haven't produced 2 of the Autobot ones for, since the originals, really. Size comparison, Legacy Prime, Knockout. Sorry, where was I going with that? So, quite a tall Deluxe. G-Axis, who is a particularly tall Voyager. Okay. Kingdom Tigertron, there we go. I actually stood him next to Legacy Override this morning and sent a picture to Belushi. I'm like, oh, was it yesterday morning? Whenever. I'm like, she's the exact same height. I'm like, this guy's definitely a deluxe, right? Because he's big. And he's cool and he's good, and I do like him. I do. For argument's sake, I'm going to turn this into one big rifle because he can actually do quite a good holding rifle pose because the wrist swivel. So, you can get quite good across the barrel, across the body, turn the hand, He's even got, it's a bit limited because of the backpack, but he does have hips with thigh rotate, waist, that's the word. Yeah, God, what's wrong with me today? Waist rotation. So you can actually get some really nice soldiery poses out of him. And considering he's just another one of the foot soldiers, effectively, that's really cool. So, give me a second, because I'm going to sneeze if I'm not careful. Let's bring in who we really need to see. So, Siege, Spinister, and yes, they're about the same size. Stay still. Wow, those roasters are going to fight me, aren't they? Whatever. And the potentially oldest and maybe deserving an update soon, but I quite like this figure, so I don't care. Titans Return Quake. So yes, we have the 3 of them now. Yes, only one of them actually has the Target Masters. One's a Headmaster, and one is just a really good figure. But I don't care. They're awesome. Do we need an updated version of him? I mean, I guess. Could we do with versions of these for him? And obviously him. Maybe. But is it nice that they've all got a little bit different, He's a Headmaster. He's a Target Master. He's just awesome. I'll take it, I'll definitely take it. And I just think it's awesome to have them together because, his head is spectacular. His head sculpt is really good. His head sculpt is just Needlenose to a T. And even consider it's a repaint of Hardhead from the Titans Return, which is quite old now, that head is perfectly Quake. So, and I've toy hacked this, by the way. I don't know if I ever reviewed that. If you want me to review the toy hacks, yeah, I can do that. But I'm quite happy with them. Quite happy with these guys. Could I do with the Autobots? I guess. That'd be nice. But, it's fine. Oh, and we're doing the live stream again tomorrow, and we shall talk about things, and everything shall be groovy. And I'm thinking we do the news of all the figures that have been released, and then after that, if I can get Bill involved, I want to have a rant. Just a series of rants about stupid Netflix anime and stuff like that. We'll see how we get on. But big rant about stupid things. I've got to go because I've got to do stuff. So, I should be ugly, I should be wretched, and I shall see all of you in the next one. When I finally get upgraded from my Titans Return figure. I won't, they're just going to leave me, it's fine. Bye!